Welcome to Six Sigma Online Certifications. We are on the topic Measure Phase, Basic Statistics Part 2. In this we will discuss first about spread of data. Spread of data means how far are the data points from the center. It is used for identifying outliers in the data set. So what are the points which are within the normal spread of the data, which are outside the normal spread of the data. Three methods for identifying spread of data are range, variance, and standard deviation, about which we'll discuss one by one. Range. Range of data is the difference between maximum value and the minimum value. It is used when data points are less than or equal to 5. It is very important that we understand that when data points increase, the spread within the range may change, and the range will not be able to tell us what is the change within the range, and therefore when data points increase we suggest we should not use range. In Minitab, how to calculate range we will learn in the end of this video. Variance. What is variance? Variance is average of square of distance of points from the mean. It is used for averaging and calculating spreads. So for example, we have 5 data points numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we calculate average of this data, which is sum 15, count 5, average is 15 by 5 is equal to 3. So we calculate the distance of points from the average. So distance of 1 from 3 is 2. But since 1 is less than 3, the difference is minus 2. And the distance is considered as minus 2. So this way we calculate difference of each point from the mean, and if you were to calculate average, we will always get 0, and therefore there is no physical significance of taking average of x minus x bar. So to make it statistically and practically significant, we take the square of x minus x bar. So minus 2, the square is 4, minus 1, the square is 1, and therefore we add up the squares. And then we divide it by 5 minus 1, that is 4, not by 5. Why? We will discuss it later. But it is average of distance of point from the mean. This value 2.5 calculated in this case is called as variance. The formula for variance is x minus x bar square summation of divided by n minus 1. And for population we can divide by n. Standard deviation. Standard deviation is nothing but the square root of the variance. It gives clearer estimate of distance of points from the mean because it is in the same units as the original measurement. It is used for identifying outliers. Any point beyond 3 sigma is called as an outlier. For example, this process, the center line is mean, 1 sigma, 2 sigma, 3 sigma. This point is beyond 3 sigma and therefore is called as outlier. Outlier can be referred to as a special cause which is assignable in the process, and that's why it has come. We'll discuss about detailed more reasons of assignable causes later. Please always understand that specifications and control limits are different. Control limits is mean plus 3 sigma and is upper control limit. Mean minus 3 sigma is lower control limit. And the control limits indicates the actual variation in the process, whereas specification limit is USL and LSL, which indicates desired variation in the process which is given by the customer or the designer. So let us try to understand standard deviation a little more. The formula for standard deviation will be 1 by n. For population it is 1 by n, and we are doing summation of x minus mu square, and it is square root of. So it is just square root of variance. You can see the difference between the two formula is nothing but this is divided by n minus 1, whereas this is divided by n. So if we take the difference between root over 1 by n minus 1 and 1 by n, and we try to plot this on this graph, what we see, as the n is increasing, the difference between these two values is reducing, and as we go towards the value of 30, we realize that the standard deviation is same for population as well as for sample, and this is the secret of sample size 30. So if you ask any statistician or any black belt or green belt, what is the number of samples you should collect, or what should be the sample size, they will always tell 30, because it is safe, because here the standard deviation will represent the population. Now we'll learn about how to do these calculation of range, variance and standard deviation in Minitab. So we'll open this file called u2dices.mtw from our website leandigit.com. We'll open this file. Now you will go to stat, basic statistics, display descriptive statistics. Click on 2 dices, select, go to statistics. I'll ask you to do none, so that we are only selecting the ones we want. So we want variance, we want standard deviation, and we want range. So these are the 3 values we want. So Minitab will give us directly these 3 values. So Minitab is a faster method of calculating statistical values. Standard deviation is 1.944, variance is 0.378, and range is 7. So this completes our basic statistics. Thank you for testing your knowledge on this video, or for Six Sigma certification, visit leandigit.com. For getting more updates on this topic, please subscribe our channel. Thank you very much.